Our unsettling tale begins at what seems like an ordinary beach. Calm waves, quiet sand, nothing out of place. But when night falls, this paradise turns into a wild, chaotic party zone filled with screaming, singing, and the kind of bad decisions that would make any neighbor lose their mind. Among the crowd, the camera guy introduces us to Kaylee, a quiet, troubled soul who surprises everyone by showing up. He offers her a drink, but she politely refuses. Then the party's energy spikes as Jonah arrives in his sleek ride and immediately locks lips with his girl, leaving Kaylee visibly upset and reaching for that drink she didn't want earlier. Meanwhile, Mitch, the one trying to keep order, forces everyone to drop their phones into a bag, no exceptions. When they try to take the camera guy's phone, he bolts away. The night spirals further into chaos. Drinks flow like water, and Gilbert, the big guy of the group, downs enough alcohol to make anyone forget their name. Then he and a friend stumble across something strange buried in the sand, a weird jelly-like acorn glistening under the moonlight. Instead of leaving it alone, they try to burn it. The group nearly fights over it before Mitch and Kaylee share a quiet moment away from the madness. Soon, dubstep shakes the air, people start making out left and right, and one hypergirl flips across the sand like she's possessed. As the party dies down, everyone either passes out in their cars or collapses on the sand. Kaylee and Mitch crash inside the lifeguard hut. Morning comes. The beach looks peaceful again, until it doesn't. Kaylee wakes up uneasy. She tries to leave, but Mitch convinces her to chill and maybe surf a little. Jonah wakes up too, kisses his girl, and thinks it's just another sunny morning. But then Kaylee notices something horrifying. A seagull gets dragged under the sand, gone in seconds. She panics. Vance, trying to be the hero, rushes to help despite everyone screaming at him to stop. He trips, falls face first into the sand, and starts screaming. Jonah and Mitch rush to save him, grabbing a rope from the lifeguard shack. They throw it, but before Vance can grab it, something beneath the sand latches onto him. His screams echo through the air before he's dragged below, leaving only silence. Everyone stares, horrified. The sand just ate him. Now panic hits. Jonah thinks it's quicksand, Ronnie blames chemicals or the government, and Mitch insists they'll be fine if they just stay off the ground. The group debates calling for help, but their phones are all locked in the car trunk, part of those stupid Vegas rules. As they argue, Gilbert wakes up trapped in a metal barrel, half buried in sand. He yells for help, but everyone warns him not to move. They tell him to wait for the tide, but that's a lie. Mitch just wants to give him hope. Hours crawl by. They grow hungry, dehydrated, terrified. Kaylee searches the lifeguard shack for anything useful while Jonah and the others try to make sense of what happened. She starts asking if anyone remembers finding anything strange last night. Gilbert recalls that weird acorn-like object. Kaylee realizes it must have been an egg, and it hatched. She decides to test the sand. Throwing a hot dog onto it, they all watch as the ground comes alive. Tiny tentacles whip out and snatch it down in seconds. They try again, throwing food at different distances, trying to figure out how far the monster can reach. Every test ends with the same result. The sand devours everything. Jonah, frustrated, decides to make a run for it using surfboards as stepping stones. Against all odds, it works, until he slips. The sand starts to shift and tremble beneath him. Tentacles emerge, stinging him before he scrambles onto a picnic table. He's alive, but badly hurt. His stomach burns as if acid is eating him from the inside. The others watch helplessly as he screams in agony. Kaylee spots strange shells around the beach, proof the creature came from that egg. Then the car starts shaking. The monster is reaching for it. They realize their only hope is the trunk. The phones are inside. Ronnie, brave but terrified, climbs onto the bumper to open it while Shonda steadies her. She manages to pop it open just as a beach patrol officer drives up. They scream for him to stay in the car, but he doesn't listen. He steps out and nothing happens. Turns out the creature doesn't react to shoes. He approaches the group confused, thinking it's all some weird hangover prank. When he drops his keys into the sand and bends down to grab them, that's when it strikes. The tentacles shoot up, wrapping around him. He sprays his pepper spray wildly, burning the creature, but it's too late. He's ripped apart and swallowed whole. Now desperate, Mitch tries to cross the sand with makeshift slippers, towels, and pepper spray, but the plan fails. The sand pulls him down screaming, and he vanishes just like the others. Kaylee is shattered but determined. With Shonda's help, she crosses the deadly beach using wooden railings, saving Ronnie and confronting Jonah in his final moments. He confesses his love before dying from the creature's poison. One by one, their friends fall. Gilbert gets dragged under, Ronnie is swallowed by the ground, and only Shonda and Kaylee remain. They use what's left, an inflatable raft, to crawl across the beach. The creature lunges one last time, tentacles thrashing, but Kaylee grabs a gasoline can and sets the sand on fire. The monster writhes beneath the flames, the ground trembling until it finally goes still. Night fades into morning. A rescue diver appears on the beach, calling out to them. Kaylee cautiously steps onto the sand. Nothing happens. The creature is gone. She and Shonda walk away in silence, broken but alive. The camera pans across the calm ocean, where the real horror waits. Beneath the waves, the creature moves, heading toward a bigger, more crowded beach.